Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Sanjay and welcome to the Gentleman's Plate. Now, if you're anything like me, you're probably getting tons of advertising on Facebook for Dawn's new Platinum Powerwash Dish Spray. According to the advertising, you just spray it on your dishes and then you wipe away the crud. It's supposed to eliminate the need for scrubbing. Now, I'm a little skeptical because I like to be very thorough when I clean. I like to make sure that the dishes are spotless, that there's no grease, and I have a lot of non-stick cookware that I'm afraid of damaging by like scouring. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Okay, so for level 1, if you take a close look here, we've got all these greasy, grimy bits that, you know, from normal air frying have kind of stuck on here. And you can just kind of see it in the light better here. Now again, the directions say to spray, wipe, and rinse. I'm gonna give that a try. I'm gonna make sure it's coated all around. Just to be thorough, I'm gonna get the bottom side too. And apparently you can wipe it away now, depending on how bad the grease is, or you can let it sit. So I'm gonna let it sit for a few minutes.
A few minutes later.
All right, so the 3-minute timer is up. We're supposed to wipe it, so I've got some napkin here. All right, here's the moment of truth. Oh, wow. That is pretty gnarly. That came off really easy. I didn't even have to use any muscle here. I just lightly run it across the top and the grease is coming right off. I am actually very, very impressed. Look at this. Let's do the other side as well. Make sure you get all the sides, all the crevices here. So we're gonna go and rinse it off and see if that gets the rest of it. Wow guys, that is pretty impressive. I think it got most of it out. So you can see here, it really did get all that crud off. I mean, as you saw, I didn't scrub. I just wiped. I wiped. Now there are a few rough edges kind of along the sides, but that honestly is probably on me because I didn't spray it maybe properly through the corners. I just kind of did a general sweep on top, but everywhere that the spray came into contact, it just, all that grease, all that crud just kind of came right off. Okay, so next up, level 2, we have the baking pan here that I used to make some cauliflower. I just want to show you guys a close-up here. So this is the aftermath of yogurt marinated cauliflower wings. I was actually doing tandoori cauliflower and it is like tar. Okay, so for this one I want to do a little bit of a science experiment. I have the pan here. I'm gonna just section it off in half because I'm just curious to see how well this cleaner works compared to maybe traditional dish soap. On this side, we're gonna use what I have here, it's some 7th generation kind of eco-friendly soap. And I'm just gonna spray this right on top. And then just to get it going, we're gonna get a little bit of water. Okay, and I'm just gonna let this part soak. On the other side, we're gonna take the Dawn Ultra Platinum Powerwash. I'm gonna spray it all on this side. I'm gonna go for 5 minutes here because this is pretty baked on crud. There's actually no time limit. It doesn't tell you like how long you're supposed to wait, but I don't know, I feel like 5 minutes feels appropriate for this level of baked on mess. Alright, so it's been 5 minutes since I've let both sides kind of soak here. And as for like the traditional soap method, yeah, it looks like the water is, you know, getting in there, soaking that up. That looks nice. But then for the Dawn one, you can see that the oil and the foam has kind of come together. The foam is changing different colors here and it's bubbling. I will say this, the smell is a little weird. I also noticed this when I did the air fryer tray. There was like a, I don't know, like a smell, I think it's the way the oil and the soap is mixing together. It's giving me like these fishy vibes. For the sake of science, let's go ahead and do the traditional side first. Again, this is 7th generation. I'm just gonna take the tissue and, okay. This is just a light, I'm not really pressing very hard. but with the tissue I was able to get a good chunk of it. That's actually very unsightly. If you see, I lightly dragged it over and there's still like, this is still pretty stuck. This part is still pretty stuck, okay? So now doing it on the Dawn side, I'm gonna apply the same amount of pressure and just pull. Alright, so already, just by light pressure, I can see that, you know, we also have some residue stuck still. This is pretty gross. This is pretty gross, and honestly, the idea of using a napkin is kind of stressing me out. Imagine if you were to wash your dishes every night using napkins. That's a lot of weight, so I'm gonna try it with a scrubbing sponge just because it's reusable and sustainable. I'm gonna apply just a little bit more pressure this time. Okay. Just, this is moderate pressure. I'm not really scrubbing. I'm just pulling it down with some moderate pressure. And do it one more time right here. We still got these bits here. These are particularly stubborn, but look, it's not that bad because if I use my finger, I can get some more of it off. Now, doing the same method, we're gonna try the other side, the traditional soap side. This is again moderate pressure, using the same amount of pressure. Now I guess the jury's still out. They both seem to have done a similar job here. I can tell you that this crud that's on here still feels a little softer than this stuff. This definitely still feels like it'll need a little bit more of a scrub. I really want to try one more time because I think the amount of crud, it was very thick, so I don't know if that was completely fair. And then for this one, I'm not gonna wait. I'm just gonna soap it up and wash it as usual. Okay, so I feel like it might be a little hard to tell from the camera, but definitely the second spray of Dawn made it a lot easier to scrub off. The traditional soap did take some more elbow grease, but if that little bit of effort matters to you, then I guess Dawn is the winner as far as this one. Let's go ahead and rinse all of this. Alright, so after a little moderate scrubbing and then a rinse, we can see that the traditional soap side still has residue while the Dawn side does not. Unfortunately, I still have these like burnt on stains on my pans. I'm a little disappointed because these are my Wilton professional bakewares. If anyone out there knows how to get rid of these burnt on stains on your non-stick cookware, please let me know in the comments because this is gonna bother me because I have OCD and I hate to look at like, you know, stained bakeware. Alright, so for our final project we have this mesh filter that goes above the stove. I feel like it's a perfectly fine filter, it just needs to be cleaned. Usually in the past what I've done to clean this thing is use a heavy duty degreaser. However, it's very toxic, there's a lot of fumes. We're gonna try it with the Dawn soap and see how long, I don't know, maybe we'll give it like 5 minutes and see if it'll rinse off. I'm really hoping this one works. So here's the filter, it's pretty gross. Let me see if I can get you a close up. That's really nasty, wow. It's like dust and grease and just, it's been, I feel like it's been a year since I've cleaned this. So I'm just gonna place it in the sink in an angle and then we're just gonna spray on the Dawn cleaner right on top of here. Make sure to get the sides as well. Let's not make that mistake again. And I just wanna show you real fast, the sink is pretty clean now. I'm going to flip it. Beautiful thing about this soap is that it's it stays on pretty tight. So I'm gonna flip it to do the other side. I'm gonna let this soak here for about 5 minutes.
5 minutes later.
So guys, it's been 5 minutes and you can see that the foam again has changed colors. There is that unpleasant smell that I just can't get over. But I don't know how I'm gonna wipe this, so I'm just gonna use like a regular sponge and see if I can just slough as much of it off as I can. Definitely want to get the sides. That's the least part that we can wipe off. I'm trying not to scrub too much because it defeats the purpose. You're not supposed to scrub this thing, so I'm just trying my best to be gentle here. Okay, so I guess like the moment of truth, let's run some water over it and see how it works. over. Okay guys, doesn't seem like too much of a difference. There is a, I guess, a noticeable layer on top if you look really close that has kind of fallen off, but it's still really penetrated in the grates here, this is just gross. You know what, I might just end up throwing this away. I just wanted to see if the Platinum Powerwash could really, you know, make a dent in this, and I don't think so. I think this is actually a fail. Yeah, I think this is a major fail. I would definitely just stick to using degreaser to clean this, or just buy a new one. So there you have it guys, Dawn's Platinum Powerwash. I would say I'm a fan. I liked it. It did work. It definitely worked better in some situations. Obviously for the exhaust filter it was kind of a fail. I'm not sure if this is designed to handle that. I thought it'd be a fun experiment. But all in all, I definitely would be buying this Powerwash liquid soap again. I think it's a great buy at about $5 a bottle. It's definitely worth, you know, saving a little bit of effort, especially when it comes to intricate things like the air fryer tray. Now, if you like this video, check out my other video where I did a test on Resolve carpet spray to see if that really worked. There's also a link to that in the description below. And if you like these kind of videos, let me know. Is there another cleaning product like this or the Resolve carpet cleaner that you'd like me to try? So leave me a comment down below and let me know what other cleaners I should try on this channel, what other tests I should do, experiments I should do on household cleaning products to make our life a little easier. And if you appreciate the effort, even though there wasn't a lot of scrubbing, it was pretty low effort, hit that like button so that more people can see this video and learn more about Dawn's new Platinum Powerwash, which I think is a winner. Thanks for watching.